win.
Welcome back to the Sunday Footy Show as we turn our attention to the Western Bulldogs up against the Demons, and a victory for the Doggies sees them in 7th place. That's a nice shot. 7th place on the ladder. Take us through it, Lordo.
One of the Dogs' biggest wins of the year. Had to win that yesterday, and they were too good after half-time. Down by 7 points at half-time, and they just ran all over them. 6 goals in the third quarter. Mitch Wallis, our guest, 4 goals. Bontempelli was super with 1. Bailey Smith, what a season he's having. And for the Demons, I thought Stephen May was their best player yesterday at fullback on Aaron Norton. But Mitch Wallis does join us. And Mitch, congratulations on the win. They were tricky conditions. You went in 7 points down. And that would have to be your best quarter of the season yesterday in that third.
Yeah, it was. And it was a bit of an arm wrestle going at half-time. And previously, over the course of the season, we haven't always come out and performed the way we wanted to. But like you said, it was probably our best quarter for the year, and really set up, hopefully, what's going to be a really important, part of the back half of the year.
Well done, Mitchie. Yesterday, 4 goals, outstanding. But tell us about Luke Beveridge. We want to know about his pre-game speeches. And yesterday it was about a boxer who got off the canvas and got back into the fight. Was that it?
Yeah, it was. He in the pre-meeting, Bevo loves his metaphors, and this week it was about a boxer who was a title fight, and he got knocked down, I think, 3 times in the first round, and looked totally out of it, but he kept bringing himself up, kept getting off the canvas, like you said, and ended up winning in the 10th round. So, we all take something individually from it, but it was about getting up, keep showing up, and hopefully the title will turn our way, which it did. So it was a really good message in that.
It certainly was. Now, tell us, how tricky were the conditions? Because a lot of goals kicked to one end. Was it going straight down the ground or across the ground?
It was really blustery. It was actually, going in all kinds of directions. But there was a scoring end. It was at the open end where the sun was. But, we knew that third quarter, obviously, we kicked 6 in a row. And that last quarter, we knew that they were a chance to come back. But I thought we defended really well and got a couple of clutch goals late, which didn't allow them to get in the race.
Hey, Mitch, the Bonds put together a great month. Even for him, the numbers are extraordinary. 742 metres gained yesterday in a shortened game. I mean, if you're getting 400 plus in a shortened game, that is brilliant. But 742, and pretty much every one of them counted.
Yeah, he's a superstar. And like you said, his last month's been incredible. But just the timing of when he does stuff, I think he was, him along with the midfield in that third quarter, really put their hands up and took control of the game. But he's a superstar, and you don't come around them too often. But, his game last week, I think it's one of the best games I've ever seen him play, and he's backed it up again. And he's a reason why we're going to be surging into the back half of the year and hopefully clock up a few more wins and be there at the end.
Mitch, we're going to take a look at some Bailey Smith highlights because he's just an extraordinary footballer. But I'm interested in asking you about the tactic of going with Josh Dunkley in the ruck, because he attended more stoppages as the ruckman than any other Western Bulldogs player on the ground yesterday. What's the theory? Because in the last 2 weeks, it's clearly worked despite getting smashed in the hit-outs.
It has worked. I think Josh has got a tremendous tank and he's really courageous. So, we think that if we got another midfielder around the ball, in general play, the ruck dominance in the air, the balance of having an extra midfielder around the stoppages and in general play outweighs sometimes the ability for the ruck to win the hit out. So he's definitely put his hand up and really embraced that role. It's a challenging one because he's undersized, but I thought he was tremendous again yesterday, and it's something that we've got up our sleeve going forward. Obviously Big Timmy's had a good year, a bit up and down at times, but he's still a tremendous ruckman. But it's also something in the skyrocket we got if we need to call dunks up.
Hey, Mitch, I know you'll be excited about this, but pencil this one in your diary. September 1, Damien Barrett's going to be entering the hub up there. He can't wait. And just to let Bevo know that we're happy to take funds if we can let Damo's room number out for Bevo, because I know they get along so well.
Yes.
I'll have the front row seat for that. But now, look, mate, we'll welcome Damo up. We're loving the hub. And that was the other, actually, carrot for yesterday. We're staying at the RACV complex, and it's a beautiful complex. And I think if we didn't get the chocolates yesterday, we may have been kicked out of here. So, that was a just reward for a good effort.
Yeah, that is a true story. The West Coast Eagles are saying, we're coming, and why we're going to be top 4, should we go to a lesser place than the Bulldogs and Essendon? And the AFL have put it to the Bulldogs and Essendon that, you know, if you're not going to make finals, we're going to put the top-end teams in the better spots and you guys have to move out. That's
not very fair.
That is genuine and true. And Luke Beveridge and Mitch obviously are well aware of that situation.
But you would have been pretty filthy about that, wouldn't you, Mitch, as a club, to think that suddenly this class system was being introduced and you're at the bottom end?
Look, we used it as motivation, seriously. It was actually mentioned in the pre-game that we really wanted to stay because we're loving it here. I think the alternative is to go to Maroochydore, which is still a beautiful place, but we're quite comfortable here and hopefully we keep winning so we can stay here.
It is a fair bit of motivation, isn't it? All right, give us some votes.
The votes, Mitch Wallis making a late charge for All-Australian in that forward line. Mitch Wallis, 8 votes, Bontempelli, 7, loved Hunter's game, 7, and Jack McRae, 7 as well.
And Mitch, before we let you go, I noticed you had your own little cheer squad up there yesterday in the form of your wife, Emily, and also little Charlotte, who's been on Media Street lately.
Yeah, she has. It was her first game. It was a pretty proud moment, actually. There was a few of us. The girls have been such tremendous support for all us players over the past few months, and they haven't been able to attend the game. So they got the green light from the AFL and the Queensland government to come and have a look. And it was just great knowing that they were there, but then being able to share a couple of moments after the game, after a win, with my family, which is obviously the most important thing in my life, is something I'll remember forever.
Oh, that's great, Mitch.
Good
And
on
then
you.
clearly Charlotte's going to see a lot more football as she grows older. But game number 1, what a story to tell down the track, that's for sure. Mitch, all the very best, and long may you stay at the RACV club there and keep those pesky West Coast Eagles away.
Cheers.
All right, good on you, Mitch Wallis, joining us there.
Mitchie.
Yeah, great fella, isn't he?
His old man played, 260 games for Footscray?
Great player, great halfback flanker.
You didn't cross paths with the dad, did you?
No, 1 year before. Great fella though, great fella.